everybody! Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Folks, it's a beautiful day to be playing Mahjong. Now, let me just be very clear. Welcome to Flight Yusong. This is your captain speaking. Fui Coco's going around with snacks and drinks. If you look outside your left-hand window, we're in the Shadow Realm. Okay, these are not the statistics that you want to be seeing. I'm a third-place Theodore right now. Oh, my God. But I'm not going to lie to you. This game, we were destined to lose. We were destined to lose. This game, I did throw it. That game, we had agency. It was one of the rare Mahjong games where we had agency. Kind of just made a lot of bad, wrong decisions. So, we're going to go back into the Jade Room today. You might think I'm tilted. I might be a little tilted, but we're going to try to stay positive as we load back in. Let me say this. If you've been enjoying the videos lately, feel free to subscribe. I got new videos every single day. You can also leave a like and a comment. If you're feeling particularly generous, as that helps out the channel such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. It's a more recent comment, but this comment was left on my first ever Mahjong Soul video. Not the Mahjong tutorial, necessarily, but the first, like, Let's Play, the first of this series. Is this YouTube channel gonna be a series of me folding like a coward? Beautiful foreshadowing, no notes. Cal Loops, thank you so much for the kind comments. I sincerely appreciate it. And you know what? Sometimes, you know, it's a good literary device. People, a lot of authors use it to good effect, and maybe I was doing a little bit of foreshadowing. 3 years later, I'm still folding like an absolute coward. But you know what? Back then, I think I was folding out of fear, and now I am folding because I'm a cold-blooded killer, okay? You might think that you need to see a citation needed on that one, but I'm telling you, I'm making mean calculations inside my head. The neural net that I got going on up there, oh, baby, Claude, watch out. Folks, before we get too far into the video, let me just say this. I want to give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. Link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now, and a whole bunch of other goodies, including our Riichi Mahjong strategy documents that I myself have written. So thank you so much. It's the best way. They give me the biggest slice of the pie there. It's the best way to support me. Welcome to Mario_. Thank you so much for joining us on the Patreon. By the way, this is, I mean, I'm still recording these in a void. I'm trying to catch up on the backlog before I start, you know, sending it in terms of the daily uploads. So, it's just amazing. I haven't been releasing new videos lately, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you for supporting me, for your incredibly generous support on Patreon. It means the world to me. I'm blown away by the support and the generosity, so thank you so much. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Folks, this hand is pretty good. I'm one tile away from 10 pot. I'm feeling good about this hand. I'm not feeling like a fool with my pants on the ground. My pants are firmly secured around my waist, and you know what brand my belt is? Riichi Pinfu Red 5, baby. We can also accept the Dora, which would also be really nice here. 9 of characters being the Dora tile. Why am I doing like a politician? Oh, I guess this is more Italian than Mamma Mia. Am I allowed to say that? Folks, we call the Riichi. It's Riichi Pinfu Red 5, and it's the greatest weight that I've ever seen. Not because it's a funny meme number. No, absolutely not. But because we can't accept the Dora tile that we were momentarily just talking about, just moments ago. So the 9 of characters is our nut draw. I'll be happy with the 6 of characters. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lick a gift horse in the Pinfu. You know what I mean? I'm not, just because the horse isn't offering me a Dora doesn't mean I'm going to lick it in its mouth. Folks, I don't know what that idiom is. Don't lick I'm looking this up right now. I got a lot to tell you about, too, in my real life, but don't lick a gift horse in the mouth. I don't know what this means. You have the right spirit. The correct answer is saying never look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, so I'm like a pervert? So I'm just like a freaking pervert? What does don't lick a gift horse in the mouth mean? The saying, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, means that you shouldn't criticize a gift, even if you don't like it very much. A gift horse. Oh, you're being given a horse. The horse itself is the gift. And I guess if you look at it in the mouth, like, what can you discern? What can you discern from a horse from its mouth? This is important as well. Don't inspect the teeth to see if the horse is healthy. And you know what? We all learned something today. Now, the reason that we have the time to go on a Googling spree in the middle of this Jade Room South game is because you and I both know it. We weren't going to draw our winning tiles anyway. Oh, Yusong, awesome double-sided weight you got there. 4 tiles on either end. It's literally perfect. 6% chance that you're going to sumo on any given turn. We've been through a million bajillion turns since I've called Riichi. But I knew that we weren't going to draw it, and so I was able to alt-tab and look at and do some Googling about some idioms. that make no sense to me. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game? Folks, I got a lot to tell you, okay? I think I've been experiencing some bad life RNG lately, and let me elucidate. Let me elaborate further. So, a few videos ago, I was foreshadowing to bring that back. I was foreshadowing. Wait, hang on. Last draw? Frick. Oh my god. Monitor off. Disconnect. McDonald's Wi-Fi. Frick. Okay. Well, would have been awesome to win this hand, but we get to stay in the dealer seat. I get to pocket 3,000 points from the exhaustive draw penalty. I'm not gonna complain about that, but that hand had the potential to be stadium status. You know what I mean? That hand had the potential to go oingo boingo. Riichi, Pinfu, Red 5 Dora. Ron is 11,000 points, basically 12,000 if you squint. So I'm a little upset about that one, but hey, I'm not gonna get tilted this early into the video. We're 6 minutes in. We still got a lot of ball game left. Okay. A few videos ago, I teased that I might go to a Magic the Gathering draft. Excuse me, frog in the throat. A Magic the Gathering booster draft, which is like you and 7 other people like open a booster pack and you pick 1 card from the 15 cards, and then you pass the 14 cards to the player to your right, and everyone does that in a circle repeatedly until you've opened 3 packs and you have a deck, and then you play each other with the decks, and it's a lot of fun. You get to make new friends. It's awesome. It's a great old time. Oh, Yusong, technically in the second round you passed to the opposite direction. Look, I know I'm trying to keep it brief for the viewing audience at home, and also, how dare you? Honestly, how dare you imply that the viewing audience at home doesn't know ball, that they don't already know what a Magic the Gathering draft is? So anyway, I was very scared because it's a social situation, and I set out with the goal of not being a people pleaser. I'm going for a very selfish reason, and that selfish reason is to have fun. I'm not gonna go and make sure that everyone else has a great time, even though they're all strangers. Like, genuinely, I feel like if I didn't set this goal in my brain before I got in my car, I would have gotten there and be like, well, time to make sure everyone else has a good time. Not because that's even what I want. It's more just like, I got that dog in me. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that dog is within me. And that gift dog has horrible teeth. What am I? I'm trying to like connect the dots. I'm not. No, this isn't a comedian doing crowd work right now. But you get the point. Like, I gotta set this goal from the outset, and then I gotta follow through. I gotta follow through on my goal. All right, so here we go. I'm going to the game store. I'm already very nervous, right? I'm going out. I don't really know anyone that's at the game store. I don't get to go in with the cheat code, right? The cheat code being hang on, is this all simples? I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai with maybe an all simples hand. But can I tell you something? Like, I don't even like this position. I would chi for a bamboo. Wow, okay, now it might actually come out. For a bamboo looks pretty safe with its pants on the ground, and that's interesting to me. That's genuinely interesting to me. I should cut green dragon. It just feels loathsome here. You know what I mean? It's the Dora tile. It's live. Oh, it passes immediately. So no one's got a good hand. That's great news bears for me, because I don't got a good hand either. I have 0 red 5, 0, you know, no jobs, no cash, no hope right now. I'm just on a hope and a prayer right now. 6 of circles is the nut draw. Riichi Pinfu with a chance of Tanyo. Could also just chi here. That's interesting too. I don't think I'm supposed to hang on. How good is this? The 2 of the ones are gone. We could still get into a more, wow, what the F am I doing? What the F am I doing here? Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh my god, what am I doing? I don't even know what to discard there. Okay, we're gonna look back at that one with Maka. East 1, repeat 1, 2, so discard. What's the 2 so? In Japanese, the bamboo suit is referred to as a so suit. It's just it's less of a mouthful to say the 2 so instead of the 2 of bamboo, you know? Okay, I might end up in Zuzzy Ferriton jail. I don't even know what tiles I'm waiting on in the bamboo suit. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's most of them. I'm now realizing all my apes are gone, though. All the 8s of bamboo are literally gone. Oh my god, I made it back into Tenpai. It's the worst Tenpai I've ever seen in my entire adult life. Oh my god, I'm in Ferriton. Oh my god. Well, it's an interesting hand. It's an interesting hand for sure. Can I get out of Zuzzy Ferriton jail? I can. If I pawn any of my tile, any of my pairs right now, I can get there. This feels awful, but I don't get the sense that anyone else is in a great position. I don't know. My spidey senses aren't tingling. Now, famous last words, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just not aware when someone's repping a huge hand. There's the Riichi from Left Lord. I'm gonna be real with you. And for that reason, Sharks, I'm out. Yusong, risk it for the biscuit? What's the biscuit here? A chance at a horrible hand while I'm literally in Furriton with 0 outs whatsoever? Like, I don't know about you, but that just seems like a bad idea. I'm sorry to be a hater, but that just seems like a bad idea. White Dragon, a safe tile. I know it's the Dora indicator, but it's a live tile in the late game. I just don't want to ruin my life. Right, Lord? You know, I'm not going to say that they're going to ruin their own life eventually, but I just don't want to be the first one to find out. You know what I mean? Could do a little chi-in. You know what? I'm running out of time anyway. Why don't I just keep all my tiles? What other safe tiles do I have? No, that's the funny thing, Yusong. You don't. You don't have any... Please pass. Oh my god, it did. They're not waiting with a 4-5 because they cut that 6 of circles previously. So that was the deduction that I made. They could have been waiting with a 1-2, but if you had a 1-1-2 ship, you wouldn't cut the 1 early from your hand. That's a weak block. You want to keep that weak block around. You want to keep, you know, a lot of options for that weak block open. Because it needs the help. It definitely needs the help. This hand is okay. Red Dragon is the nut draw. Be happy to see another Green Dragon as well. Probably not going to be a half flush in the Bamboo suit, although I would like to draw into the 7 of Bamboo. The 7 of Bamboo pretty dank, being the door tile and all. So anyway, I'm driving to the Magic the Gathering event. I'm feeling nervous. I'm not going with a friend. I'm just like going. I don't really know much about the current set either, so I'm like, I'm probably not going to play like great Magic the Gathering. That's fine. It's the cards we'll never remember, what the friends will never forget. You know, that's not the point. But I was like, a little nervous. I get there, I park. I'm like, the game store is bustling on a Friday night. I've never seen, and I felt it was nice to be in a situation where I'm like, oh my god, I'm a dweeb. I'm surrounded by other. I'm saying this affectionately, by the way. I'm like, I'm in like a nerd community. I'm like, yes, you know what I mean? Like, I would never like. The opposite of this is playing, like, you know, pick up Ultimate Frisbee. My friend was telling me he's playing a lot of pick up Ultimate Frisbee. It's a very fun thing to do, and I believe him. I genuinely believe him. I think, like me though, I'm more comfortable in a board game store, and so I felt like a fish in water. I felt right at home. I walk up to the front desk, the counter, as it were. This is not a hotel. I walk up to the front desk. Hang on, 1 tile away from Tenpai. I think I want to get rid of my scary tiles first. Look, the 6-8 shape, if I were to upgrade it, I have to draw into a 5. Oh, this one I have to draw into a 5 too, and the 5 kind of gets like cannibalized by my 6-7. But there's no way I'm discarding this because it's the door tile. Maybe I could have cut the 8 of circles first. But if I draw into a 4, 5, 6, I'm still 1 tile away from Tenpai. It's not that good. There's no great options here. We can see East 2, I think this is repeat 0, right? This is the first time that we've gotten into East 2. Hey, we're in Tenpai. Do I deserve it? I'm not really sure, but this is great. If I draw into the 5 of Bamboo, it's a little bit awkward. I'm on a 3, 6, 9 shape weight, but I'm in Furriton. Right Lord does call Riichi. Do I hate that? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, yep, absolutely. Oh my god, that is diabolical. That's some really good luck. Luck that was absolutely absent from yesterday's video. Like I couldn't dream of this in yesterday's game. But now I love that. I got a million Riichi sticks left over from the first few rounds, and Right Lord's Riichi stick, and a few repeat counters as well. Sheesh. That feels great. I sign up at the counter. I'm like, okay, so how does this work? I pay. I get the free drink. The draft comes with a free drink. I mean, not really. I'm kind of overpaying for the draft, but you know what? I'll drink a little soda. This is Yusung's special fun time. I usually don't, you know, give myself soda. I'm going to give myself soda. I'm like, okay, this is awesome. Friday night, I'm having a blast. I'm the second name on the sign-up sheet, and usually a draft takes like 8 people. And I asked, like, when does it usually start? When does it usually fire? And there's like, oh, probably like 10 minutes or so. So I sit down in like the gaming area. I'm the second person to sign up. I'm like, okay, it'll probably take a little bit. I'm sitting in like far back in the play area because there's a lot of people around and at the main tables. But it's just one room. So I'm just like in one side of the room. And here's where a strange wrinkle happens. Huge shout out to Michael, who came up to me and was like, hey, are you Yusong? I love your videos. I just started playing Riichi Mahjong. Got my friends into Riichi Mahjong. Now, here's the thing. I could be lying to you. I'm on my cynical kick right now, right? Lately in the last few videos, I'm like, please don't believe me. Please don't believe any content creator. Like, I am so, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not playing the 7 pairs. I'm sorry. I got a date with Destiny right now. There's no way I'm playing this 7 pairs. There's just not. No, there's not. All simples red 5 Dora? Tell me that isn't dank. Tell me that isn't dank. And I'll tell you that you're a liar. Like, this game is so good. What do I do here? I cheat anything. I cheat something, I'm giving up on you. And then I probably cut 8 of characters. I think that sounds good to me, you know? And then our hand looks really, really strong. This is a 4 on hand. Yeah, this is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. We're gaming right now. Would love to pawn the 7 of Bamboo or the 6 of characters right now. Just be in Tenbai with a double-sided banger. This is a great hand. This is what, 7,700 points if I run from somebody else? Might even just be a Mangan, depending on... We could end on a double pair weight, and the mini points go sicko mode if that's the case. I don't have any tiles to fold with. The only reason that I'm not folding here, because... You know me, I pioneered the school of the cowardly fist. The only reason I'm not folding here is just because we don't got any good options. Now that's really interesting. 4 of circles is a safe tile. I would she that. Oh, would I she that? You know what? Give me this. I don't want to be in Furten. I don't want to be in Furten. I just don't. And this isn't bad. This isn't good. It's so close to the Dora, but whatevs. You sound whatevs? Whatevs is your reasoning here? I just don't think that I can... I just don't think I have an easy pathway into folding. Nate Silver's pathway to folding right now is looking bleak on the forecast, you know? It's election night. We're sitting with the desk at the touch screen. It's not looking great. A lot of the 4s are gone. In fact, all the 4s are gone. All the 4s are gone. No one can be waiting with a 4-5. We're gaming right now. I have a Mangan. I have a Mangan. I don't know how if I'm genuinely emotionally allowed to fold. If not even emotionally, just like scientifically. I don't know if I'm empirically allowed to fold. So I'm inclined to make myself look better. But it's not like. But this is the first time. I mean, I think this is genuinely one of the first times I think I've been like recognized for streaming, like and for not like a podcasting reason or something. This could deal in. Yeah, all the 4s are gone. I feel like that was still an okay thing to throw. I genuinely feel like that was an okay thing to throw. Dealing into a 3-Han 40 fu hand, I'm gonna want that one back. You know what I mean? I'm not happy about that. But we had a Mangan. If the dice just shook out a little bit differently, we could have definitely won there. Got a little unlucky. That's okay. I'm not gonna get tilted. He lied as naturally as he breathed, but I'm gonna try not to get tilted. Of course, I could be lying to make myself sound cooler, but whatever. Just, you shouldn't believe me. I've been watching so many fake YouTube videos lately. I'm sorry. Look, I got suggested one video that I thought was really like heartwarming, and then it was like I showed up to an empty restaurant with 100 strangers, and then you gave a lot of good business to a small business owner, and then all the recommended videos were like people just ripping off that video idea, literally not even changing the title. I showed up to a restaurant with 100, and just from like different YouTubers, and I was like, this, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that they were able to give a lot of revenue to a small business, but there's something eerie about those videos, and I'm sure they're not easy to produce either. I'm sure it takes a lot of coordination, sure it takes a lot of hard work. Oh my god, immediate chasing Riichi. What the F is going on here? Holy smokes. 2 people go Riichi in the first 6 discards? I mean, I'm happy to throw Westwind followed by Westwind. I'm happy to throw 9 of characters, too. No way someone's waiting on a red dragon. Am I ever going to get back into tempo? I don't know. Someone deal into someone else, please. Right Lord deal into a cross Lord so that the point totals are all still pretty close. Left Lord dealing into a cross Lord, I guess I'm okay with as well. Chasing with a single tile weight is never something that you wanted to, but maybe it's early on and you think to yourself, I don't really have a good way to defend. You had one of Bamboo that you could have folded with, but yeah, that doesn't inspire a heck ton of joy. I'll just be real with you. So I could see the push there. It doesn't seem that bad. Anyway, so that was really, really nice. That was really, really nice. And like, don't get me wrong, during the recent Vegas trip, a lot of people came up to say really nice things about the channel. I felt so honored. I genuinely felt like I was like, this is so awesome. And, it was just like, like yippee. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm having a hard time describing it. I was like, I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful that people are being so nice and that the videos are being well received. Oh my God, because you never know if the videos are going to be well received. But that was like in the context of a Mahjong tournament. Like I wasn't going in there being like, you know, puffing out my chest being like, I'm about to get freaking recognized. But like, I was like, there's a dozen Mahjong players in the world. 6 of them are at this venue, you know? So I was like, well, the likelihood is probably going to be a little higher. This was like random. I genuinely was not expecting it. So I was like, I was ecstatic. I was on cloud 9, baby. The ego is wild. So I really appreciate it. Now, here's where the bad life RNG starts. I know. This hand is good. Maybe ooh, is this ever all simples? And should I have genuinely just cut 1-1 there? Use this as my pair? No, it's not all simples, because the 2-3 shape, like, doesn't mean we're going Oppa Tanya style. If I draw into a one of circles, I'll be pretty happy still. Cut the 4 of bamboo, right? We definitely want to make use of that 3 of bamboo, and even if we draw into a triplet of the 4s, we're not even that happy. We'd have to discard the door in that case. So, just trying to keep some options open right now. What's our nut draw? I guess 5 of bamboo feels really good. 5 of bamboo maybe allows us to end on a triple-sided way, and that would be awesome. A lot of 1s are gone, though, so I'm looking at this 2-3 shape. It doesn't look that amazing. No. I might con later. But it would have to be like, I get to con into Riichi. And Rylor just cheat up into red 5 Dora. So they have I don't know what they have. They could have all simples, but they at least have 3 Han, right? Red 5 Dora, and then something to make that hand valid. We're out of there, folks. I'm going to skedaddle. And it wasn't Tanya, but it was White Dragon. So my 3 Han prediction, it's coming true here. It's absolutely coming true here. It's still anyone's game. Very, very tight in terms of the scores. Here's where the bad life RNG starts. I see people opening packs. And I was like, what's happening? I paid $20. Like, so I asked an employee. It's my first time doing a draft at this game store, so I don't really know what's going on. I'm like, maybe people are just opening packs, open packs. And I walked to the nearest employee. I'm like, hey, I signed up for the draft. I don't really know where to go. Has it started? And he brought me to another employee that was like, this is the guy that you need to talk to. And I talked to their employer, and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, we just started. And I was like, oh, okay, can I? And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And I was like, was there an announcement or something? I was like, I was the second name on the sign-up list. And there's like a sign-up list. So you think that they would check to see if the numbers match on the sign-up list to the players at the table. And they're like, oh, yeah. And here's where I was like a little annoyed. Like, I know it's probably difficult to work at a game store when it's like peak hours and there's a lot of people. But the person responded like, well, yeah, it just got a little loud in here. And I was like, okay, that's really interesting. I did pay for this though. So like, can I join? And he was like, we can't really, like, it started, so we can't let you get in. And I was like, okay, that's like, I didn't say that sucks, but I was like, in my mind, I was like, wait, this sucks. Like, I was like, like in my mind, the reason that it sucked is not because if this place was like 10 minutes away from where I lived, I'd be like, okay, yeah, whatever. I'll just come back the next week. But I was like, I drove like 30 minutes to get here. Probably more than that. And then like finding park, I was like, fine. You don't need to stop the whole production. I was like, okay, I guess I'll just go get a refund. I was just feeling really bummed. I'm not going to lie to you. I was feeling really, really bummed out because I was like, there was no announcement. I thought there would definitely be an announcement, and maybe it's just like I'm not a regular there. I don't know how things go. Like, there are a lot of different factors, right? A lot of different factors. There's definitely no malicious intent on anything. I was just like, couldn't believe it. So I was like, oh, bad life RNG. As I'm walking to the front of the store to get a refund and just to go home, and I was like, you better give me a refund for this drink too, because I was feeling a little angry. I was like, grr, if I don't get a refund for this canned soda, grr. And then someone tapped me on the shoulder. It was like, hey, you could take my spot. I'm a regular here. I come here all the time. You can definitely just take my spot. Hang on. You're not waiting with a 2-3. I just don't believe. You're not waiting with a 3-4. You literally can't be. If you're waiting with a 1-3, you can't be. All the ones are gone. I don't have a valid hand unless I cut Dora followed by Dora. How many 2s are gone? 3 of them? How many 3s are gone? 3 of them? There's still a chance that you could be waiting. Oh, that sucks. This is so bad. This is really bad. I feel like I could push here. But, like, this is a bad shape, right? We're all in agreement that this is a bad shape. I just, like, can't F with that. Wow. No, a lot of the 5s are still visible, man. This is so fricked up. This is genuinely fricked up, but I don't want to end on a bad shape. I could also fold with the red 5. I'm like sweating, but red 5 is also a tie. I just like wasn't looking at it because I'm like, it's gotta be it's red. I can't throw it. This is gonna be contentious. This is genuinely gonna be a contentious fold. South 2 folding decision after Riichi. And we can look back at that one with Maka. If it turns out it was wrong, it turns out it was wrong, and we can learn from that and move forward in the future and make some better decisions in the future. But I think I'm just too far away from Tenbai, and I can't guarantee a good weight. It's a really high scoring hand, but even just to like, you know, consult the gosh dang oracle about it, like, we look at the bottom hand of the image, 1 away or worse, and bad weight. I can't guarantee a good weight, and as a result, it is bad weight, you know? So, I'm okay with that. What were they waiting on? 4-7 of circles? I don't know if that was the specific tile that I needed to push up, but they had a perfectly fine double-sided weight there. This hand is good. A lot of sequences in the making. Looking like a Riichi Pinfu hand with my pants on the ground. This feels great. That's amazing. Oh my god, that's so freaking good. The 3-4 shape, another double-sided sequence. What's my nut drawer right now? I don't know. Any pair in a storm. Red 5 of the character suit would be awesome. And completing any of these sequences, 5 of circles would be awesome. Turns it into a triple-sided banger. Sure. You know what? I have zero concept of what could even be my pair in this hand. We're just gonna figure that out later. We're genuinely gonna figure that out later, and it's gonna feel awesome. 5, 6, 7 mixed triple sequence, also definitely a possibility. But we have to see, right? If I draw into a 4 of characters, I'm not gonna shoehorn in that mixed triple sequence or that Sanshoku. Someone tapped me on the shoulder, was like, hey, I'm a regular here, I come here all the time, I'll go get a refund, you take my spot. I was like, are you sure? That's really nice of you. That's like extremely nice of you. And they were like, yeah, I'm sure. And so I was like, okay, huge, like very, very grateful. They had already opened a pack. I start drafting. I'm having like an okay time, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the whole like, you know, I was just like not happy from the earlier thing, and I was like able to like shrug it off a little bit, but I think I probably was just tired, a little bit cranky, you know what I mean? I just wasn't in like a good state of mind, so I was like, okay. So I was trying to enjoy myself. I was trying to be like, ooh, okay, these cards are fun, but I'm also like, okay, and I don't mean to be a huge hater about this, okay? I am not an enjoyer of universes beyond in Magic the Gathering. What does that even mean? It's like Magic the Gathering has become Fortnite a little bit. Where it's like, you know, they do all these collaborations, and you think that I'm kidding, but they've done like partnerships with like The Office and like SpongeBob. So like SpongeBob's been on a card, not from a main set, but from like a secret layer. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were a main series set, and here's the thing, like they've collabed with people, they've partnered up with IPs that I love. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Final Fantasy, you know, like a lot of IPs that I as a human being enjoy thoroughly. I love those IPs. And even so, whenever they do these collaborations, I'm just like, it belies a lack of self-confidence in your own god dang creative. Like it belies like oh, we need this, or it belies like the stench, the horrible stench of capitalism. Like it's just like, you can want to make money. I want to make money, but just like, you can't be that forward. There's something icky about it. There's just something, I just don't like it. I'm not saying that a piece of art can't be equally profitable and good, but oftentimes, like, I think the Shakespeare was like, I want to create art that's for like the masses. You know what I mean? I want it to be like popularly ingestible. I'm like, okay, awesome, right? 12th Night, a banger. King Lear, the Rage Against the Storm monologue, sheesh, go off, King. You know, I'm not against any of that. but sometimes it just doesn't. It just gets in the like, well, those two things are a little diametrically opposed, at least for me. And you're allowed to love it, and I will champion your right to love it too. I'm not gonna go, you know, like steal your Magic the Gathering cards and rip them all up just because we don't like the same thing. This might be the kiss of death. This might genuinely be the kiss of death. How many 4s are gone? Yeah. This is the kiss of death. Oh my god, I'm being smooched by death right now. I'm still I am 1 tile away from Tenpai. It's a bad Tenpai, but I'm not even trying to win. I'm literally just trying not to pay out an exhaustive draw penalty. Can I cheat here? Yeah, but it doesn't get me into Tenpai. It's like close, but no cigar. That also does not get me into Tenpai. Oh, I can maybe get into Tenpai. Okay, hang on. How many 4s are gone? All of them are gone, but there's a distinct, you know, safety around the 7 of circles as well. No one's waiting with the 5-6. I just want to avoid the exhaustive draw penalty. Oh my god. This is gross. I don't think anyone's gonna deal in, but it's nice to not have to pay out the penalty here. Okay, Right Lord single tile Yorkin it for the 3 of bamboo. We did that earlier today, and so you can just see like this is a game of variance. We got lucky. So the set was also, why go on a rant about that? The set was also like Universes Beyond. It was a Marvel. It's called Marvel Superheroes, which, don't get me wrong, very popular IP. But I think societally, when people think of a franchise that has been like milked to death for profit, you know, that might be one of the, like if this is Family Feud, that would be one of the first guesses, you know. So I was like, oh, okay. Not knowing, like, oh, okay. I was like, I wasn't, I was just like, I don't know. I made a deck. It was a pretty good deck. It was the colors that I drafted were black and red, and it was just like this archetype of like villains, and the more villains that you play, the more rewards that you get. I was like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. I sit down with my round 1 opponent, and we just have like a good time. We just had a good time. I win the first game, I lose the second 2 games. He has a mythic rare, which is, you know, that he draws into all 3 games, which I thought was like, okay, brother, like that's some bad variance right there. It's like a game-winning card all in and of itself. It was like that. I think it's literally called like Avengers Assemble or something. It's like an enchantment that wins you the game. It's a lot of Magic the Gathering talk today. So you're locked in here. I'm so sorry. You're stuck here in a Jigsaw movie where I'd like to play a little game. That game is telling you about the Magic the Gathering draft. So I lose the first round, and I'm like, oh, how many rounds of this are there? Because it's already getting late at that point. It's like 9 p.m. and for me, that's late. That's genuinely late. Yusong, it doesn't seem like you're much of a party animal. No, I'm not, and I'll be very forthcoming about that. I'm definitely not a party animal. No. The most animal I'll be is that I'll bark a lot in these YouTube videos, but that's usually out of like I guess like a primal rage or something. You know, that's probably why. I instead of going for this pure double sequence, I'm just gonna cast a wide net. Like we can draw into a 5 or a 7 of bamboo here. 5 of bamboo goes hard because it's mixed triple sequence chance. But a crossword is gonna, wow, they're gonna win with a pretty solid hand. Green Dragon, seat win prevalent win, 2 Riichi sticks from the night before. A crossword suddenly making it into the lead. How many? Oh, I don't even have another dealer seat coming up. Okay, so here we go. We gotta, if we want to make a comeback, we gotta make it happen now. It's like a half flush, but I only have 3 shapes. It doesn't look like a good half flush. I'll just be real with you. Western is my C win. I hate that. Would have loved to get a triplet of the Western here. If I draw into White Dragon, maybe we can hedge our bets towards that half flush, but it's not looking very likely. Yeah, that's got to be not the kiss of death, but the kiss of life to bring me back down to normalcy. We can accept the Dora tile, the 7 of characters. Could even be a Riichi Pinfu hand after all this time. So the nut draw is probably like 7 of bamboo, and then just like give me sequences out the butt. You know what I mean? Draw me into like a 5 of circles or a 7 of circles. Love to see some more sequences after that. And so they were like, yeah, there's like 2 more rounds of this, and it usually goes for 4 hours. And I was like, excuse me? I just like, so I did feel, in the end, I did feel bad about like, leaving early. Cause then you then not everyone has an opponent, but I was like honestly, like this, the other players, I'm sure, like, had no decision making, but I was like, whatever, like, I mean, this sounds so cynical and bad, but at that point I was like, well, I'm not gonna force myself here to stay for 2 more hours. I'm like really, really tired and I want to go home and I just lost the first round. Whatever. I'm not like a salty loser. Like well, look back at the recent Mahjong uploads and you can make your own decision. But I was like, I'm not gonna torture myself to stay here. I kind of only wanted to stay here until this amount of time anyway. So it's like I'm gonna bow out and just see what happens. 4 pairs for a verse, no album out. Maybe we can do something here. I don't think this is a half flush in the circle suit. That did not feel like the right discard. Northwind seems like it's the right discard. This is never going to become a triplet. It's the worst pair that we have. But I also can't deny that we have 4 pairs right now, and like 7 pairs wouldn't be half bad in this situation either. Sure, right? No, we can accept 8 of circles already. And I don't want to split up the pair unless I absolutely have to. If I draw into 8 of circles, I can cut this. If I draw into 5 of circles, now that's really, really tricky. I think if I draw into 5 of circles, I'm still going to cut the Northwind, followed by the Northwind. It's just like, it feels too good not to. A crossword got there. They're a little bit of a Domitan Derek. This is nice. Pinfu 2-door, red 5. Wow, what a nice Domitan moment in the dealer's seat, folks. 11,000 points without having to call Riichi. All right, so you know what we say here? We roll up our sleeves, we clap our hands, dust off our hands, and say, second place isn't looking that bad. So we just want to eke out a second place finish here. Want to win with some medium-sized sedans, like 300, 400 hands. Just want to get above Right Lord before the end of the game. Left Lord still could come back in the dealer seat, but there's not a lot of time, and they're already on the brink of death, so this is POV, you're me, in a lot of the recent uploads. So I ended up going home, and then at the front of the store, I was like, recently I had been talking to a friend about Magic the Gathering. Oh, would you want to learn how to play? And then I was like, oh, the stores do have, like, certified, like, partnered stores. They have a thing where you can ask for a free deck, like a beginner deck. And there's no cards of value in there. It is literally just to teach new players Magic the Gathering. I was like, hey, I'm trying to get a friend into Magic the Gathering. Do you have any of those, like, decks around? And they were like, yeah, we do. Take some time to find it. In the back, they only have 2 left. They're both green. Whatever. Like, that's fine. And then I was like, oh, is there any way that I could support, like, this store, because this is nice, you're getting the free cards, and they're like, oh, you can buy some packs. So I bought 2 packs, and then I was like, and then I think they were trying to get me to buy more packs, and I was like, something just, the vibes are off here. Like, as I got home, I Googled, like, other local games. It's just the vibes are off. I just felt like a little like, ooh, I don't know if I like going to drafts here. Like, it just seemed bad. And then, like, I really hate to say this. I consider myself a nerd too. And, like, you never want to, like, criticize anyone else or anything. But I'm like, there could have been more. Oh my God, I played around the Eastwind. Holy frick. That's a diabolical. The game just is over. I'm so happy I did not deal into that. Because my hand was nowhere near Tenpai. I hope that I would not have dealt in had that game continued. 3rd place isn't half bad. At least we break the 4th place streak, right? But I was like, there was a lot of people in that room. We could have used some more deodorant. And that is also a huge factor in me wanting to go places. It's one of those issues that I'm like, I don't know. Because you can't, it's like, you can't really say anything. And it's just like I think it's like sometimes, like, nerd spaces are, like, exclusionary because of that reason. Like, I don't know, that is, when it's a noticeable issue, I don't know, it matters to me. Maybe other people are able to shrug it off, but, like, and it's just like a stereotype that I don't want to keep feeding into. But I was like, and it's not gonna, by the way, it's not gonna stop me from going to Magic the Gathering drafts. Like, I've gone to some amazing pre-releases where I'm like, there's no deodorant necessary. Like, this rules. Like, we're all having a great time. And I mean, everyone has already worn deodorant, you know? So it was necessary, but it takes a whole village to raise a child. It takes a whole village to make a pre-release a pleasant experience. So, like, I'm not gonna stop going to Magic the Gathering drafts. I'm just like, it all accumulates into maybe not a great experience. So I was like, oh man, like, the life RNG, that just tilted me out of my damn mind. That it's okay. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm, like, a little entitled, but I was I don't think so. I signed up on the thing, and I didn't make a scene. I genuinely did. I was just ready to go home too. I was ready to get my little refund and just go home too. So I was, yeah. I wasn't gonna be like, can I speak to the manager? And then like I got the decks when I got home. I was like, there's the Marvel superheroes beginner decks, and it's like, I felt like I can't introduce a friend like this. I love fantasy settings. I love like Magic the Gathering at its most like classic, you know? Maybe this is boomer pilled of me too, but I just felt a little like shame, genuinely, that the hobby that I love to death, it is a beautiful game. It is a beautiful game filled with like so much self-expression. That's the thing that I love about it the most. Did we even talk about Mahjong today at all? But anyway, whatever. we talked about Mahjong a little. It's a beautiful game for so much self-expression. I'm like, I don't want it to be like tainted with such capitalist things, you know? And maybe there's some great art in this set as well, but it's not the high fantasy setting that I love. I don't know. Shout out to the original Jason Chandra dual decks. Like that, what a lovely time to play Magic the Gathering. So it's not going to stop me from going to the future. And do I regret going? Absolutely not. While I would rate that experience like a 3 out of 10 in terms of like the nights that I've had, I'm still, my decision to go is a 10 out of 10 because it could have been awesome, you know. And you got to roll the dice. Sometimes you got to call Riichi on a social night out, even if it's bad. South 2, I folded after the Riichi. What happened here? I think this is the original South 2. Yeah. The Riichi was called Maka Spit on Me. I don't think I played that poorly. We did get very lucky with that 3 of bamboo hand as well. So no complaints here, Yostar. Absolutely not. A+ with that versus an S-. Okay, we're huge chilling. What did you want me to cut earlier? Okay, you were okay with this. You want me to cut 7 of circles. You hate this tile. I don't even know why you hate this tile, because I guess 3 of them are gone, and you only want 2 pairs for a closed hand. Wow, you hate this tile so? Do they like this? You wanted me to cut the 1. That I should have done. That I genuinely should have done. Now I cut the 1. Now you want me to cut the 7. 2 pairs for a closed hand. Sure thing. I hear you. Yeah, and now this is never going to become a triplet. And this is probably going to be our pair anyways. If we draw into a triplet, well, that's fine. We can dance around it. And then the Riichi gets called. And then Westwind is fine. You want me to fold and go Suji style. That's okay. Now I do go Suji style. You wanted me to cut the Dorum. So, oh, yeah, this is fine. You're not waiting with the 2-3. Oh, my God. You're not waiting with the 2-3. And then you can't be waiting with a pair of the 1s. I play this so badly. Oh, my God. You were yelling at me in the comments. And honestly, you were right, too. Oh, my God. I play this so badly. This is a safe tile. It's literally... It cannot deal in. They can't even have a single tile wait. It's physically impossible. They can't have a double pair wait. They can't be waiting with a 2-3. Oh, my God. I play this so bad. And then here, would I have been able to get into Tenpai? I don't know. At this point, I would have to make some risky decisions. At this point, I probably would have had to, 5 of circles, 4 of circles it. Oh, man. So I don't think I would have gotten into Tenpai anyway, but I misplayed the frick out of that hand. I misplayed the frick out of that hand. This might have to go in the LibreOffice document. Like, this turn in specific, like, killed me. Oh, my God. LibreOffice. Here we go. By the way, I've written this. Why do I have Ahoge right now? Why do I have VTuber hair? Why do I have Sakura Miko hairstyle, you know? And I say that with a lot of love. 23. The Dora usually feels dangerous. The Dora usually exudes an aura of danger. And yet, the true danger is not being observant to your surroundings. In this instance, the Dora was empirically safe, and we should have gone for Tanya. So, just a little reminder that, the Dora is kind of like an unthinkable discard when someone calls Riichi, but sometimes it's okay, We played horribly here. Oh yeah. I agree. East 2. I just have a blanket East 2. I don't even remember what I wrote. I'm gaming. I pawn. Oh yeah, this was a little freaky. You wanted me? Yeah. Because this one, it's 29 to 37, and then I just made the wrong discard. The 5 gets cannibalized by the 6-7. I played wrong here. So now I would have been in time for 7 of circles. And then we would have drawn this. Would this have dealt in? What are you waiting for? You're waiting for the 2 and the 5 of characters. Not that really matters. I made the wrong decision and I still got rewarded. That's nuts. God, I love Mahjong. It's just, oh my God. East 1, repeat 1, 2, so discard. This was so tricky. You wanted me to cut the 5 here. Because this is a pair, an omega chunk, and a double-sided weight. I don't know. This is like 2 pairs and an omega chunk here. It's not amazing, but I think we just should have kept the complicated shape, and then we would have been in tempai here. We would have just been in tempai here. Might have been it was Ozzy Firth in jail, but it just would have been better. Okay, that's absolutely fair, folks. Had a lovely time. I appreciate you listening to me rant about a Friday night gone mid. But again, I have no regrets. And I'll tell you because I kind of want to go to another draft. It's a fun Yusong activity, and I love opening booster packs. And I love playing the card game even when I'm losing. So I'll keep you updated in the future. And if you got any tips for finding a good game store, let me know in the comment section down below or in the community Discord. It's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe. New videos every single day. You can also leave a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps me out. Such a great deal. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can find the link. Lately, the times have been a little all over the place, but you can find the link down below in the description, along with our community Discord, where I post the stream schedule, our VOD channel, and our Patreon, which is the best way to support me. Sincerely, thank you to everyone who's supporting me on Patreon. Helps me out such a great deal. Thank you so much. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.